All right, good evening. Look at this. 3 heads are better than 2. How's that? Welcome to Last Minute Betting with Bob and Mike and Randall. He's an honorary sports nut. Hey, folks, don't forget we got 20% off any OddsJam new subscription with the following codes, Bob20 or Mike20. You know what? You could even probably put in Randall20 too, right?
I don't think that code exists, actually. I'm not special enough to get a code.
And Mike is looking for content creators. Email him, mike@oddsjam.com. That way I don't have to do it. Discord link is below. Lots of fun, 100% free. What else is there, Mike?
Yeah, sports betting talk, sports betting education. If you got a question about anything, you can jump in there. It's going to get answered immediately. Lots of sharp bettors in there and free picks. I mean, you're going to see free picks like crazy in there. So you may as well get in there and see what's going on. Make yourself some money and you might learn something, huh?
Hey, that was pretty good. We ought to use that.
Sure.
All right.
Go ahead. I mean, I don't have no copyrights to that. So take off with it.
By the way, I've already copied your parlay link. I know you've got your 2-leg parlay. How come you don't ever do 3 legs in them things, man?
I would do a few more. Just for some reason, the template was set up just as 2 legs, and I've just rolled with 2 legs ever since, I guess. But honestly, I feel like 2-leg parlays are hard, honestly. You think it's easier, but not really. Because then you end up picking, you skip over some games you may not have. And I feel like I roll with sometimes some that, I don't know, I kind of force out.
Well, here it is. The link is in there. For those of you who want to know it, there it is right there.
Well, we'll share it. And when I share my screen, we'll get into it.
All right. So, Randall, what are you doing here? Did I invite you on? Is that what happened?
You told me to join if I was free.
Yeah, you're free. You're free.
So, taking a break from working to join you.
So let me ask you a question. How did your weekend of college basketball go?
It was good. Actually, I mean, Saturday would have been really good. I know we gave out, I think, 5 or 6 plays on Friday night. I ended up actually only playing, I think we gave out 7 actually, and the 2 that I didn't play, Oklahoma State. No. Texas Tech, and I don't remember what the other one was. What's that?
New Mexico?
Man, New Mexico lost by the hook.
Right.
Yeah, that might have been it. But so I played that one, but I didn't play. I think I gave out Saturday. I gave out 2 that I liked, and I ended up not being on them on Saturday morning when it rolled around. But 3-2 Saturday, and then 2-0 on Sunday. So it was a good weekend. Started off last night with Virginia Tech on the money line. So that was a winner, and Iowa State tonight -5.
Iowa State -5. By the way, what'd you think of you don't know how close I came to betting Temple over Houston, just for the heck of it. Couldn't pull the trigger. What'd you think of that?
Why not?
Because I'm a wimp.
What do you, I mean, everybody thinks Houston is this. I don't see Houston being the number 1 team. There's a lot of people that I don't know. I don't get it. They can't score. I mean, they have a great defense, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. It's the same. Seems like the same thing every year with Houston. Get to the Final Four or the Elite 8 or Sweet 16. And the one thing about them, though, is they do create extra offensive possessions, crashing the glass. But I don't know. I'm hoping UConn gets it going. I've got a free bet on them. So we'll see if they can get things turned around. Speaking of UConn tomorrow night against Creighton. That's a revenge game. It looks like they're laying 6.5. So you can back up the truck there, Bob.
Oh, I'd be backing up the truck against Creighton any day of the week. All right,
no, I'm sorry. Did I say Creighton? I'm sorry. UConn and Xavier. UConn and Xavier.
Yeah. Xavier just got him, didn't they?
Yeah, Xavier got him, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. And that's one of the best, it's one of the best kind of angles in college basketball. A team who Xavier knocked UConn off at home. Now they're on the road at UConn catching 6.5. I think UConn gets them. I'll be on UConn tomorrow minus.
All right, let's talk top 10 here real quick, guys. Purdue is 1. Alabama, and by the way, Purdue's not impressive. Alabama 2. And by the way, Alabama evidently is better than what you thought they were. Houston 3. Tennessee moves up to 4. Kansas State all the way up to 5, guys. Zona at 6. Virginia at 7. UCLA drops down to 8. Kansas drops down to 9th. And Texas drops down to 10th.
Does Kansas lose 4 in a row? Do they lose at Kentucky on Saturday?
Oh, my. I don't know. Mike, what do you think?
I don't think so. No, I don't. And my initial thought is no, I don't think they do. I mean, when can you remember a Bill Self team, going through a skid? I mean, usually you don't see that out of a Kansas team that you thought was legitimate. So I'd like to remember that Kentucky team got smoked by Missouri. Look at what Kansas did to Missouri. Kansas mopped them, and somehow Missouri ran Kentucky out of the gym. So
that's right.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. Bama's solid. I will say, watching them in person, I think their defense is definitely a little underrated, but I mean, hard to gauge their defense with the Missouri offense. I mean, Missouri's horrible. Bob, you asked me earlier in the year what I thought about them. And
yeah, I didn't want to buy in, and then I sort of bought in. I thought, you know what, I think this team can be decent, but no.
A lot of money on them tonight, though. That line was Ole Miss 2.5, and it's a pick 'em now.
Yeah,
so
I saw that.
Is Kobe Brown? Is he back? I'm assuming he is. He didn't play.
I think he is.
There's the difference. But anyway, Adam's got this back up the truck. I had this line this morning. I don't mean to brag. I don't mean to boast, but I like hot butter on my breakfast toast. And he says, butter the toast, make it sprinkle on UConn, baby. Come on. And there is Pierre. He's saying hi. And so is Jordan. Jordan, don't forget, we're going to talk to you about becoming a content creator. We're trying to talk to as many people as possible. All right, look, UConn dropped to 19th, guys. Just let you know. They're down to 19. What do you got, a future on them?
Yeah, I do. I told you I had that free bet from Caesars on them, but I got him at 15-1. Could have gotten a lot better number now.
Right.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think you can count UConn out.
But yeah, no. So UConn's up to 7 tomorrow against Xavier. So I think that's a blowout.
Okay,
Another one I like tomorrow is Texas A&M catching 6 against Auburn.
Okay. Are you a believer? Are you guys a believer in Bama now?
I don't know. It's the same team with that. I mean, it's the same thing with that team every year, with Nate Oates at least. I mean, if the three's not falling in the tournament, it's going to be tough. That's just the way they play. I mean, it's layups and 3-pointers. But I'll tell you, they're fun to watch. They're quick. They get going in transition. They move the ball. But I don't know. I've got to see it from Bama before I buy in. I don't think that the style of play. I mean, when you get into the tournament, guard play is what wins. And Miller is elite. Sears is solid. Quinterly's good. Now they have good guards, but it's a team that likes to shoot the three, and they live and die by the three. And if it's not falling in a tournament game, I mean, you're done. You got one opportunity. You remember Iowa last year, Bob, not to bring that up again, but the three wasn't falling for him.
I know. That's why Richmond won. It didn't have anything to do with being smart. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
I can't wait. I can't wait for March Madness this year. We need to have a live show when the brackets released, and you can tell me all the plays that I think that I like that you say have no chance and all.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, if if you guys want to make some money, yeah, that would be perfect. Just Randall, you give out some bets. Bob, you rip his bets to shred. And then we know to bet what Randall said and make a boatload.
And
that's what happened last year, Bob.
Any that Bob agrees with, we got to run the other way.
Yeah.
Oh my
Because
God.
you like Duke, Bob. Do you remember that? That was one of our losses on Saturday, man. You liked Duke against Miami, and you were texting me how bad they sucked, and that was one of our losses, and you were on them.
Yeah, you were. He was sold on that Virginia.
Dude, I was only on him because you were. Hey, let me get something straight. No. This college basketball season has been nothing but tailing. Okay, and by the way, we had 2 losses on Friday night. One of them was New Mexico, and I can't remember who the other.
No, the other one was Richmond. We did.
Yeah, that's right. Richmond. Believe me, I didn't say a word about Richmond. I wanted to so bad. Richmond, what the heck kind of play is that? But I didn't. I was cool. Look, Mike, you want to get to your hockey parlay here real quick so we can share this?
Yeah, let's jump into it real quick. My gosh, last night was a bummer, Bob. Dallas losing that game in overtime. But that same team I went against last night, Buffalo, that screwed me in the parlay, I'm going against them again tonight. Look, Buffalo's been terrible in these back-to-backs. So they're on the road here. I do like the way the Blues have been playing, and I've for some reason or another, every time I get the Blues in a parlay, they end up winning. So you got to like that. That's listed as Rangers.
Yeah, it's listed as the Rangers.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. No, that should be Blues.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, is this? No, this is the one. We're good.
Wrong day, Bob?
Huh? We're good. And then Winnipeg, Bob. I'm going to Winnipeg tonight. Winnipeg has dominated Central Division teams. Just absolutely dominated teams within their division. Not sold on Nashville. And the Jets have owned the Predators, Bob. 7 out of the last 10 matchups with Nashville. They've won, including 5 of the last 7 in Nashville. Winnipeg owns them. So going Winnipeg tonight on the money line and the Blues on the money line.
All right. Sounds good. They got them in there wrong, but
yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, something definitely screwy happened there. Unless
right. So look, before we go any further at all, when you're looking at my hockey videos, folks, please remember to pay attention to player shots on goal and go to the positive EV page and look at player shots on goal. Folks, they are on frigging fire. And the majority of them, Randall and Mike, are in Bet Rivers.
Yeah.
Bet Rivers has the best odds on player shots on goal of any book out there. I don't ever toot a book's horn like that, but I can't help it, man. I mean, we're talking, 30, 40 points difference on a lot of these.
Bob, here he is, Mason Plumlee, a positive EV play again. Now we're going to his under tonight, under 14.5 player points. It's plus 100 on BetMGM, and you can kind of see how every book prices this. I mean, everywhere pretty well favors it, or DraftKings has it evenly priced. So getting plus 100 on this play is pretty darn good. Pinnacle's got it at minus 137. You got Barstool and Bet Rivers at minus 115 to the under, but they're minus 110 to the over. So definitely favoring this side to hit, and we're getting plus odds. So that's a half a unit there following the recommended bet size on that one to a dot. I like
Adam is with you, Mike, on your parlay.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but you definitely would like to think Winnipeg. They've just had Nashville's number, and anytime you have that in within the division, it usually stays that way for a while. Winnipeg should likely win tonight. So, and the Blues get a couple of guys back tonight, so I'm going back to them. And like I said, every time I pick the Blues in my parlay, they've won. It's rare that I pick them, but when I have, they've come through.
A couple of things here real quick. That Jason Tatum under 32.5.
Yeah.
Boston's got 4 guys out tonight. Horford's out. Brown's out. Smart's out.
Okay.
Does the under actually hit there, you think? Or, I mean, what else they
where
got?
was that play at? I like Donovan Mitchell over 25.5 tonight, though. That
Okay.
one's solid for sure.
Okay. All right.
Let me go back to that Tatum play. Hold on, Bob. What was the line? Oh, under
32 and a half.
It's a Prize Picks play. I mean, I think right now there's some decent Prize Picks plays, and let's just go to filters here and go ahead and look what's out here on Prize Picks and Underdog right now, mainly Prize Picks, because there's a couple of plays there. That Kittle over 3.5 receptions, that looks good, doesn't it?
What do you think about Kittle at 80-1 to win the Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah. I mean, you'd like to think if San Fran gets there, I mean, that's Purdy's guy, and right now looking at that offense, you'd have to say he's kind of even above McCaffrey. If they're gonna win, he's got to eat. So.
Yeah, I mean, Purdy's plus 650. So, I mean, I guess if you like the Niners, that is one thing I always like to look at, not to switch gears, but the one thing with futures now, I mean, if you're looking to take a team like the Niners, I mean, take Purdy plus 650, take, Kittle plus or 80-1. You're going to get way more value than you're going to get there. Adam, DraftKings.
What site, Randall? What site, Randall? Adam wants to know. 80-1. What site?
Yeah, DraftKings had it up this morning. Let me pull it up now and see. It's under awards, and then Super Bowl MVP George Kittle, 80-1.
Okay.
That's on DraftKings. So
okay. Jordan Mike is on Tatum over 46.5 PRA. Do you like that?
Tatum on his over PRA?
Yeah, over 46.5.
I mean, because with the PRA, you got to remember Tatum rebounds a lot too. So even if he went under this 32.5 in terms of points, there's a good chance he's going to get enough with rebounds. And then you have to factor in assists a little bit tonight with you talking about some of the injuries. So, I mean, yeah, I would probably say that's not bad.
Okay.
Bob, go ahead and let's I'm gonna have you enter this in on Prize Picks as we go, like we did yesterday, and let's put a 5-picker together here and see what we can come up with. I mean, I want to add this Kittle one to it because I like this play a lot, and looking at what every book prices this at, getting that minus 119 for a 5 or 6 pick. I like that play a lot. So we'll go Kittle over 3.5 receptions. You like Marshawn tonight to go over 2.5 player shots on goal? I do.
Over? Yeah. Can you hang on a second? One thing.
Yeah, no, you're good.
You got NFL Kittle.
Over 3.5 receptions.
Receptions. All right. Let's get that.
Yeah, just look at what a couple of these books. Couple of these books price that at. His over tonight, minus 155, minus 150, getting that minus 119 and a 5 pick is pretty decent. FanDuel's even got that heavily juiced there. So,
but if you go with these the Marshawn play and you put it with the Kittle play, we're not going to know this until Sunday. That's
all right.
All right.
If we get to the Kittle play and we're good, then that's okay.
I got them both in here right now. This is a 3 times the amount right now, folks. $10 gets you 30.
Yeah, I'm looking at Kuzma tonight over 2.5 threes. Definitely looks good as well. Looking at the value on it and what it's priced at across the board. Getting that minus 119 and a 5 or 6 pick, pretty good.
Okay. I'm gonna over 2.5 threes.
Yep, for Kuzma.
Right.
For Kuzma,
we're up to 5 times. We're up to 5 times.
Yep. So we got three. We need two more picks here, and it's a debate between this Kyle Connor, Bob. I'm on Winnipeg tonight anyway. Do you think Kyle Connor over 3.5 player shots on goal?
He shoots the puck a lot, Mike.
Does he shoot a lot? I mean, looking at it, it's not quite as good as those other two, maybe, but it isn't bad. I mean, look at MGM and FanDuel though; they've got this thing super juiced to his over 3.5. So yeah, Bob, let's add Kyle Connor.
How about Zibanejad? That's an auto over, isn't it?
Yeah. He's usually an auto.
I don't know if he's on the list, but
no, it doesn't look like. It looks like the only other guy we got's Horvat, but I don't.
Rangers didn't play tonight, did they?
I don't know.
They're not playing tonight. No, they're not playing tonight.
All right, last one more here, and man, this is dicey with Valanciunas. You know, how about Zubats? Under 10.5 rebounds for him. Yeah, let's go with that one. I mean, looking at what Pinnacle got that at, that one's pretty good. We'll roll with that one too.
Okay, I'll get there in a second, maybe.
Because he's pretty well. Valanciunas is already pretty well all New Orleans, you know, with Zion Bank. He's pretty well all the rebounding guy there. So I don't know. I'll stay away from that one. And we didn't have a Pinnacle line here, and really it's not as good a value as that other one, I don't think. Let's look.
Okay, so we're going under rebounds?
Yeah, under 10.5. Yeah, this one has way better value in terms of the average odds too. So let's go with that one.
Okay. Do we want to get rid of this Kittle play?
No.
Okay. We're leaving him in there. All right.
We're leaving him in there. Yeah. Okay.
Let me share my screen so I can show these people this.
Beautiful.
All right. Here we go. So we got Kittle over 3.5 receptions. Brad Marchand over 2.5 player shots on goal. Kyle Kuzma over 2.5 3-pointers made. Kyle Connor over 3.5 player shots on goal. And Zubac under 10.5 rebounds. How about that? That is a picks play, man. Jordan, average is like 43 against Miami, plus with the guys out. Okay. Plus 110 on DK. Jim Lou O, you could hedge. That is true. You could. Randall is the king of that kind of stuff. Randall's the king of middling and hedging. He just knows. He does that kind of stuff all the time. I'm not quick enough for that. I'm just more of a straight better.
Your boy Scott Rowland just inducted into the Hall of Fame, Bob.
All right, baby. Woo! Another St. Louis boy. There you go. Nothing wrong with that at all. There was a play I thought I saw Missouri on the money line on the positive EV page.
I mean, it's tempting. No Kobe Brown tonight. He is out with that.
He is out.
Yeah.
Wow, that line shifted like he was playing. They're actually Missouri's favored now by 2.5. It says game time decision on here. He has been announced though.
Well, let's double check now.
It actually looks like he's warming up ahead of Ole Miss. This was 27 minutes ago, so he must be playing.
He's playing. That's why that line. Yep, I see it just shifted. So yeah, he's going to be playing.
What do you think, Bob?
Well, if Kobe's playing, it changes that game around completely for me.
You'd like to lean towards Missouri in this spot. I mean, they've got to bounce back after a brutal loss again. They've got to think they're better than what they've been playing, you know. And Ole Miss is an opportunity here to take advantage because let's face it, Ole Miss is not a great team.
What about the total there? 142.5. Does Missouri score here? Do they hit 70?
I mean, they had
dude.
64. I'd like to think if they bounce back, it's got to be a big offensive night. Only get 64 against Alabama. That's not good for them.
Yeah, the money line just went to minus 140.
Yeah.
So he's out there warming up. He must be playing. With him in the lineup, that's when they can hit 80 points, man.
Yeah,
their team.
Yeah, but can Ole Miss hit 60? I mean, they play at one of the slowest paces, and they average 67 a game. I mean, that's going to be it. I mean, Missouri could blow them out. I mean, it could be 75-55, and it stays under.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
I'll stay away from it. I'm staying away from that game completely. Just to show you all a few things that I am on today. If anybody,
let's see what you're on today. Oh, by the way, I did my NBA video. Got 4 plays in that. Y'all can go check that out. Yesterday's video, I had 3 plays. All 3 plays in that video hit. Day before, 2 of the 3 hit. All positive EV plays found on OddsJam. So we're getting hot there. Getting hot in just those videos.
Exactly. We did a couple of parlays this morning. We did a straight money line parlay on Morning Coffee with the Bulls, Heat, and Cavs all on the money line. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I think I like it. I mean,
it came out to plus 398. Then we did a couple of parlay builders off the page. And by the way, for those of you who don't know this, no, not all of these plays are positive EV plays, but there are positive EV plays that show up there because I've seen them and they've been there and they come up. We have this one, the Mavericks over 57.5 first half team total. Jimmy Butler under 9.5 player rebounds and assists, and Zubac with over 10.5 player points. Mike, Randall, what do you think of that?
I got no clue on NBA player props.
Yeah, okay. I roll with it, man. Roll with it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago's been pretty good here lately. Played last night, but the last time they were on a back-to-back, they won both games. Indiana is just banged up right now. Until Haliburton comes back, I'm not sure I can trust them right now. What are they, 7 in a row they've lost? Yeah, I think 7 in a row. Yeah, Indiana's just on a skid right now. They're banged up, and that's a shame because
they were doing well.
They've been decent. They really have been at times. They look like they have a promising future, I think.
I found Kent State this morning at minus 12. There was a butterfly play there, but then it went away immediately, but we went with the minus 12. Celtics plus 4.5 we went with tonight. I'm not sure that's going to happen. The Heat
you got the Heat in a money line parlay, so
that's a good That's a good bet though, Bob, on Boston. Right. I think that line's 2 now.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. Well, that was from this morning.
I would take that too.
Kent State, Northern Illinois. I can't bet that because it's an Illinois team. LeBron under 31.5 player points against the Clippers. And then we had the Avalanche minus 1.5 tonight against the Capitals. So
yeah, Jordan says Celtics are now 2.
Okay.
Good bet.
Well, that was a pretty good play this morning then.
You got all the value.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys. Let me tell you why you go to the positive EV page, folks. Yesterday, the total in the Bucks game and the Pistons game was 233.5, and there was a butterfly that took it all the way up to 238. You know how many points they scored last night? It was 150 to 130. Unbelievable. We could have played that sucker all the way up to 270 and made big money. Why didn't I?
Yeah.
I didn't have that kind of kahunas.
Yeah, I mean, I guess don't be surprised if Tatum does go off tonight. I mean, this is definitely the spot to do it. So, he's in an MVP race here right now. He's definitely one of the 3 or 4 guys that you think of when you think of MVP for the season. He's definitely in that mix. So tonight would be the spot. Miami and Boston, little rivalry there. So maybe Tatum goes berserk and Jordan's over on the PRA is an easy dub tonight, huh?
I think that one's got a shot to hit.
I think
so really too. All right, so real quick, one more time, let me share my screen. I've got positive EV page pulled up with recommended filters. Let's look at what's out there right now. First half total points under 107.5 between the Celtics and the Heat. Anybody like that?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
I've
got Boston on their under first half team total too. In my video, very good value on it, and it makes sense completely to go that route tonight.
Was your Mason Plumlee play under?
Yeah.
Or over? It was?
Under.
Okay. So that is there too. Let's go ahead and double up with Mike on that. And your Kuzma was there too. That was also the over 2.5 is also recommended filter play. 2.5 made threes, right?
Yep. Yep, that one of our prize picks plays. You watch this video on replay, go ahead and hurry back because some of these games are getting ready to start. We got a 5 picker you can look at.
Absolutely.
We're going to be waiting a while on it because George Kittle, he's not ready to go until Sunday. But you know what? It's over. Right. It's only 4 catches, man.
Let's look at it again. Kittle.
He may get that first quarter.
3.5 receptions. Marchand over 2.5 player shots on goal. Kuzma over 2.5 player made threes. Kyle Connor over 3.5 player shots on goal. And Zubac under 10.5 player rebounds. We're just going to cut it at that, folks. Randall, what else you got for tonight? Anything?
No, just Iowa State -5. I did kind of like Penn State a little bit. They're catching 6.5 at Rutgers. Rutgers has been in some close games lately. So maybe Penn State, but it actually just started. And then one other game that I was looking at tonight was where's it at here? Miami -3.5 against Florida State, but only one I'm betting is Iowa State. A lot of game, loaded slate. This is one of my favorite times of the year. You get the rematches of the team that won the first game on the road. Later on you got the revenge. So it's fun time of the year in college hoops. So I've got a lot of games circled later on in the week. So we'll hit those and keep rolling hopefully.
All right, let's roll. We're going to roll on out of here. Thanks for joining us, Randall. Thanks for coming in. We love you. Any thoughts on DePaul money line, Randall?
Well, yeah, we can't bet on DePaul because we're in Illinois, so I don't even look at Illinois games. But I don't know. Georgetown's bad. My only. Well, actually, no, they already played Providence. So they were coming off that win against Xavier. The spot to fade them would have been against Providence, which they did lose. Yeah, I could play DePaul tonight if I had to, but don't have the ability to bet it. So, but that would be my lean.
There you go.
Let's go home. Bye, Randall. Thanks for joining us. Bye, Mike. Say goodbye to Randall. Buddy. Look down at Randall and say goodbye.